This video is for practice 8A. In this video, we are going to learn how to load and add components. To begin, we're going to start with the Modern Hotel Components Revit file. In the project browser, we're going to right-click on the floor plan, Floor 1, and we're going to duplicate the view. We're going to rename the duplicated view Floor 1 Furniture Plan. We're going to hide all the annotations and grids so only the walls, doors, and columns are displayed. We're going to click on a grid, right-click, Hide in View, Category. We're also going to right-click on the sections, Hide in View, Category. In the elevation tags, right-click, Hide in View, Category. In the Architecture tab, in the Build panel, we're going to expand Component. And we're going to click Place a Component. In the Type selector, we're going to review the various furniture components that are available for this project. Many have already been added in for us. We're going to select Chair Corbeau. This is after Le Corbusier, a famous architect. We're going to place it in the lobby area near the curved curtain walls, just like it shows in the image. To flip the chair around, we can hit the spacebar button and it will rotate it. So we're going to place 2 chairs here, and then we're going to turn and place some other chairs over in this area. We can also rotate the furniture to have it fit along the glass wall. We're going to open the floor plan's Floor 1 view and notice that the furniture is also displayed in this view. You would have to hide the furniture in this view if you did not want it displayed. The other thing you can do is adjust the visibility and graphics settings. So we're going to open the visibility and graphics settings by typing VV on our keyboard or locating it in the project browser. We're going to toggle over Casework, Furniture, Furniture Systems, Plantings, and Site, and we're going to turn off the visibility. So we're going to turn off the visibility for Casework, Furniture, Furniture Systems, Planting, and Site. And then we're going to say OK. Now notice that the furniture does not display in the Floor 1 view. That's a lot quicker than hiding each piece individually. We're going to go back to the Floor 1 furniture plan and notice that the furniture is still displayed in this view. And that's because we did not adjust the visibility and graphics. For this view, we only adjusted it for Floor 1. We're going to start the component command again, and this time we're going to load in a family. We're going to load in the following families from the Furniture folder. So we're going to scroll down to Furniture, and we're going to find Dining Table Round with Chairs. So we're going to look under Tables, see if it's in here. Table, Dining Round with Chairs. We're going to say Open. We're going to load another family, and we're going to load from the Planting folder RPC Tropical Plant and RPC Tree Tropical. You can hold Control down on your keyboard to select both of these at the same time, and then select Open. We're going to load one more element in from the Site folder, and that's going to be a planter. And we're going to say open. Then we're going to place and arrange the components as required. I suggest you follow the layout that's in the book. So you'll see that there's several planters placed near the chairs. There's some planters on either side of this column. There's dining tables. You can pick, it didn't tell us the size, so we can pick. There's some dining tables up here in the eating section. There's some tropical plants. Also doesn't say which one, so we can just pick a few. Place them over here by the curved wall. And then there's a few more smaller tropical plants. Maybe we'd want to place over here. And then there's some smaller trees that we can also place in here. Or shrubs. Let's look to see if there's something even smaller. Ah, there's a plant. This is what I wanted, not a tree. You can also even add in some more furniture. It looks like there's a coffee table and a few more chairs in here. Once you place the furniture and the plants, we're going to place some additional components. We're going to start the component command, and then we're going to click on the following elements from our practice library folder. So we need to load in the countertop lobby, the elevator door, and the elevator electric. So you'll see in your Revit practice files folder that there's a practice library, and these are the items that you need to load in. So I'm actually going to just click on them and drag and drop them into my Revit file and see if that works. I do see that there's a elevator that's been loaded. Let's see if the other elements have been loaded. So there's the elevator door, and then there's the countertop for the lobby. So you can do what I just did, and it was just drag and drop them right into the file from your Revit practice files folder. We're going to zoom into the office area near the elevator where there is a partial height wall. So we're going to come on over. And the partial height wall, you can tell it's a little bit lighter in color. It's this wall right here, and this is the elevator shaft. You can tell that because it's made out of CMU, concrete masonry units, for fire protection purposes, and it's right near the stairs, so that's pretty typical on a building. We're going to go back to component, and then in the type selector we're going to select countertop, the 24-inch depth. In the properties, we are going to change the offset to 1 foot 1 5/8 of an inch. So this is going to offset the countertop. It's going to make it sit 1 foot 1 5/8 of an inch off of floor 1. We're going to place the countertop component as shown in the figure. Now make sure that when you're placing this component that you're showing the dimensions that are given to you. So I have a 5-foot dimension here. And then this is supposed to be 4 foot 7. So I'm going to type in 4 foot 7 inches, and I'll push that countertop down a little more. You want to make sure your screenshot is clearly zoomed in and shows both of those dimensions correctly. Next, we're going to pan over to the elevator. And now we're going to place the elevator electric inside of this location right here. So I'm going to go to Component, scroll down, find the elevator, click on the proper one, and we're going to place the elevator inside of the shaft. So it should be centered in the space if possible. Really, you can tell the shaft's a little too big because these little pieces right here should be hitting the walls. So I'm just going to move it over so it's a little bit centered. And the next thing you're going to do is place the door. So select Component again, scroll down, and we're looking for the elevator door. And we're going to select the 42 inches by 84 inch door. And you're going to place that door right in the center. Now that door should be centered on the other door, so I'm just going to slide it over a little bit so that it is. Next, we're going to select the elevator door component. So this elevator now is in a shaft, and that shaft is running all the way from the bottom floor up to the top floor. So you can see it right here, and you can see the elevator. We don't need to place an elevator on every floor because the elevator runs from one level up to the next level. There's only one elevator inside the building. However, we do need to place a door to the elevator at every level. So we're going to go back to our drawing, and we're going to select the door, and then in the Modify Specialty Equipment tab, Clipboard panel, so that's up here, Clipboard, we're going to select Copy to Clipboard. On the Clipboard panel, we're going to expand Paste, and we're going to select Align to Selected Levels. And next we're going to choose the levels that we want the door to paste to or to attach to. So we want it to attach to basement. Then I'm going to hold down Control on my keyboard and select floor 2, floor 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then I'm going to say OK. So now what has happened is if I click on floor 2, you're going to see it put the elevator door in the same exact spot as it's located on floor 1. Same thing with floor 3. There's the door, same spot. All the floors that I copied it to and pasted to now have the elevator door. But again, remember, you don't place the elevator every time. The elevator is only placed once because it runs up and down the shaft. In the next task, we're going to add column footings. So we're going to open the floor plan, TO, which means top of footing. And we're going to select everything in the view. In the status bar, we're going to click on Filter. So my filter's hiding. It's down here usually. I can't find my filter down here, so I'm going to select Filter from up here. In the Filter dialog box, I'm going to clear structural columns and then say OK. In the status bar, I'm going to expand my little sunglasses, which are temporary hide and isolate, and I'm going to select Hide Element. Everything except the columns should be hidden, and it is. It's now easier to read and identify the locations of the footers. In the Architecture tab, in the Build panel, I'm going to click Component. In the Modify Place Component tab, I'm going to click Load Family. I'm now going to load in from the Structural Foundations folder, Footing Rectangular. Then I'm going to say Open. In the Type Selector, I'm going to select 72 inches by 48 by 18 inches. I'm going to set the level right here to top of footing. I'm going to place a footing at each column. You want to place it right in the center. Once you've placed one of them, you can copy them, or you can just continue to place them like I'm placing them.